started making a fire ass beat. I actually went through like 3 phases, right? And it was like a hip hop trap jam session. It started as hip hop or boom bop, and then it ended up as a trap session. So, oh, and I started coughing, which is a good sign. The second you start coughing, is an excellent sign, meaning, you know, the water and the iodine is indeed letting go of the fluids, not only in your nasal and throat area, but in your lungs. So if you're coated with bullshit, if your bronchi are coated with crap, you get that urge that you want to cough. You get that tingling sensation. And I sat in my bed all night laughing at TikTok videos, and maybe even before that I felt the cough. And it was the first time I used water and iodine in a little bit, because I learned not to abuse it, because I don't want to cough for too. I don't want to utilize too much of its benefits that it actually makes you congested, because you are forcing the body to, you know, you're basically replacing the mucus inside your respiratory system, and you're forcing the body to just kill shit, and then either whatever way it wants to come out. Because when you cough phlegm from the lungs. So if there's a little bit, there's like a little bit of phlegm inside the lungs, or inside of your or one of your bronchi are clogged or whatever with sputum, it's going to like move it, and it's going to be you know, the lungs are going to flush the fluid out, put it on the airway, and tell you to cough like that. You know, that's the body's reaction. Like whenever you feel that coughing sensation, it's your lungs moving stuff to the area where it can get rid of shit. It isn't like a, you know, when you cough and it's a chest cough, it's coming from the chest. It's not coming from like the throat, or like a throat. It's not coming from like a reaction from the larynx or from the neck down into the esophagus. It's coming from the chest. And I got that today. Sitting there laughing, and I felt it like, I'm like, all right. So it's doing something. And now I'm letting go of phlegm as you're supposed to. You know, basically you did the purpose. The purpose is to get rid of fluids, or to clean the lung system, and that's what I did. So I got a little coughing fit a little ago, but it's all right. I might gargle. I took a shower quickly, no fever, no nothing, and I might gargle some vinegar just for the heck of it, just to clean the throat area from the dirt that's coming down from my nose. You know, because remember, I coated the nose with water and iodine, so you got all the dead, the good and the bad germs starting to flow down, and get here dead. It's not phlegm, it's sort of like a foamy stuff from here, you feel it like right here. So you get rid of that shit. And I felt like maybe one or two from the lungs, tiny little. It wasn't like a big boom of phlegm coming from the lungs, like when you have pneumonia and you have flu, that you fucking start getting rid of a lot of fucking liquids from your lungs. Just a little bit. It's maybe like one tiny little spitballs, tiny little something that just you could just cough it and spit it out. It wasn't anything serious. So hold on, let me just gargle vinegar real quick. Vinegar is a must. You want to survive the COVID, you know. Vinegar is an acid that kills bacteria on contact, and it's good for the mouth. You know, you swallow a little vinegar, it's like eating a salad, a vinaigrette. So, but it kills bacteria, so you utilize it. Take white distilled vinegar, keep it in a jar somewhere, and in these processes of healing, you are making the body strong again in different areas, in the neck and the lungs and the nose. I have no post-nasal drip. You know, there's no fluid coming out. Although if I do have to blow my nose, instead of being one hole, two holes, sometimes might have like a little bit of something. But for the most part, it isn't. I am forcing myself to cough when I do need to cough. It's not. And it's because of the water and the iodine. It isn't because there's something in my body. Right now, the water and the iodine since this morning, had a detoxifying effect or an expectorant effect within how I breathed it in, and it's doing its job. And I don't plan to do it no more. I'm fine with that already. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get rid of any blockage there was in the lung. If there was any phlegm, if there was any water accumulation from pneumonia, any bacterial water accumulation, or anything that shouldn't be in the lungs, I killed it. In the nose, I killed basically with, diffusing water and iodine is the same thing. Diffusing water, salt, and iodine is the same thing someone would get in a hospital for pneumonia. And you just do it at your own house, at your own discretion. A little water, a little iodine. And if you're cautious, just maybe boil the water before you do it. But just regular water in a dehumidifier should be enough, with a couple drops of iodine. So I started making this fire-ass beat. Started with boom bop, with a couple a cappella lyricists, and it started sounding like Jay Dilla. And I put a melody in, and I was getting excited, and I started swapping melodies, and then I went from boom bop into another a cappella, and I went into trap. So I started. I added 2 drum files because I wanted 2 portions of a song, 2 segments, verse 1, verse 2, second lyricist. Started doing that. I started tuning, listening to the 808, and then fucking with the knob so that it's binding with the melody. And I had to fucking turn down the volume. It fucking sucks. You have no idea how many possible good things to save or good music to save have been destroyed because of my fucking madness. Not because of my madness, but I just get mad when they tell me to lower the volume when I'm not making any noise. Because it's obviously discernible. You can hear it, but it isn't something that's going to wake up someone down. It isn't a noise that's going to wake up someone or bother someone. They're just doing it to. When they tell me to do shit in this house, it's basically domestic abuse, in my opinion. I don't ask them to do shit, but they're ordering me to do shit. They technically do it because it gives them some sort of power. And sometimes I wish I was not here. And if I didn't live here and I had the same amenities as I did here, I'd likely have 4 to 5 songs that I stopped working on, that I just shut off everything. The second I hear people are discussing what I do, they don't see the talent. They don't recognize the hard work. They don't understand, or they might understand in their lunatic brain that maybe we'll rob him if he gets rich. That's all they're thinking about. They're not thinking about the 10 years that I put the work in. And when you're someone that is only known for putting the work in, you start recognizing that people just want, people don't give a fuck. If you understood the work, if the people around you understood your hard work, they wouldn't interfere with what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? They wouldn't interfere at all. They'd be like, this guy's been making music for 10 years. I'm still going to rob them. I'm still going to rob him or whomever the fuck he's going to be associated with, or I'm still going to sell myself, prostitute myself to get money from these goons and shit, or from these gangsters in the music industry. Because that's what these people think. People who aren't that sharp are thinking of selling themselves, selling dope, robbing people, looking for guns, looking to take opportunity of people. And these are the things that I grew up and learned from the music industry, and or just learned from being with celebrities. You are a center of energy, and that center of energy just brings people that just want your shit. They want your money, they want your fame, they want your clout, they want your everything. And the family that I got are designed, they just want my clout. They want my shine really bad. And they have let me know over time, over the 36 years of life that I got, that they're just there to be in the middle at the right place at the right time whenever I accomplish something that's going to make them look small, or whenever I accomplish something that it might make me independent and might make me get away from them. They have always intervened, always, from day one. 17, 18 years old, been trying to manipulate the outcome of my life. The only thing that haven't been able to manipulate is me going to college and getting a doctorate, which is the ultimate slap in the face. You know, getting a doctorate is the ultimate slap in the face. That's you waste your time. You know, I didn't waste mine. Everything, there's a track record of my success in everything that I did, from surfing to music to education to everything. And the people that are around me don't see that shit. They just want to take the money and run. They want to have the bravado. They want to have the animosity. To take money that ain't from them, to spend it in a minute, and then don't give me any. You know, under the premise that they're getting money from me, never give me any. Just to live a 10-minute of fame. Just because I'm the guy that's leading them to the celebrities. Because I'm the guy that knows Kanye. I'm the guy that knows Paris, Lady Gaga. I'm the guy that knows everyone. I'm not that cute anymore. I could try to be cute. I need to be super cute for Gaga if she sees me. I need to be showstopper. I need for Earth to make Lady Gaga old. That she feels old. When she looks at me, she sees me young, and I feel happy. That's what I need to happen. Because Lady Gaga can't just be a vampire and be eternally cute for the rest of her life. She needs to get sort of old on me. And so that when she sees me, she's like, oh my goodness, you're still young. And we continue being who we were before. But yeah, in this house, many songs, over 5, at least 5 to 6 songs that have a couple of hours, or that, you know, the development process, jamming process, the exploration. It's like an artist. The painting process, you're painting something, you're getting to a masterpiece, you're putting things together to get a final result. And it's always just like, no, stop painting, or stop doing it, or turn the volume down, or this and that. And I know for a fact that the sound of my computer wasn't bothering anyone. And it's always, every single time. And if I knew that these people weren't like they already are in my life, and the things that they have already done to me in my life, then I wouldn't give a fuck. You know, if I didn't know that my parents are how I know they are in terms of actions, and they told me to put down the volume, I wouldn't care, because they're not actively trying to stop me from achieving my goals. You know, but like I know that they're deliberately out there looking to sabotage my shit, looking to make me look bad out there, deliberately making themselves look horrible out there to the people that have a lot of money. Not just my family, but friends, old friends, all this shit. People got stupid as fuck. They find weapons and brandish weapons to rob celebrities where I'm at. And these people are on real shit lists. When I'm telling you I got a death list, I mean it. People that have to die based on their actions, or at least close to or capital punishment. because they're bad people. And if I'm telling you that they're bad people, and I'm one of the nicest guys you've ever met, they're bad as fuck. And if I'm telling you that they're bad people, and all I've lived in my life have been gangsters, been homeless for the majority of my life. I have friends that are felons involved in gang activity, people like 6ix9ine. And I'm telling you that they're bad, and that fucking 6ix9ine is soft as fuck. 6ix9ine is soft, like apple pie, just like 50 Cent, that doesn't even smoke weed or doesn't do anything. I just seen a recent TikTok video of 50 Cent they were asking him, oh, so I heard you told Snoop Dogg to stop smoking. And 50 Cent with his massive cranium, because 50's a massive dude, and I know the guy. I know 50 Cent since like 2005, 2006. I know Lloyd Banks, which is another member from G Unit, since in high school, since 1999. 1999, 2000, I know Lloyd Banks, so imagine. I know a member of G Unit since I was a fucking baby. And you got 50 Cent in this video with his massive Roman Catholic skull, or classic Roman skull. Greek skull, big skull like mine. I have a huge fucking head. Everyone around me makes their heads look like they have physical disabilities. Their craniums are really small. My cranium is massive. My cranium is so big, if I fucking drop it too hard on the surface or on the pillow, my head's gonna hurt. So, see fucking 50 Cent, this fucking gigantic fucking head. Gigantic, massive brain, smart individual. A Roman, that's a Roman. That's the genes. Have you ever seen the sculptures in old Rome? The reasons why the sculptures are so fucking big, because they were, you know, that's exactly how big the head of the person was. You know, that's the ratio. That's the artist saying, that's how big this motherfucker head was, chiseling on marble, on soft marble. That's how big that guy's head was. You see 50, you know, good example of a sculpture. So in an interview, 50 Cent's telling the journalist saying, yeah, is it true that you want to tell Snoop Dogg not smoke weed? Yeah, I told Snoop to stop smoking that shit. Snoop told me this shit legal. And I was like, you know, we're cool people. It's cool beans here. And it's just people who just do their shit. Understand what I'm saying? They just do their shit. They might smoke their little cannabis, but keep it private. You know? They aren't out there chiefing, or they aren't like open about it. But yeah, if I'm telling you from a life of people, from a life being around people who are vandals, graffiti, just crime activity, drug activity, if I'm telling you that someone is bad, if I'm taking my smarty pants and becoming like 6ix9ine and being fucking snitch, my guy, and I'm telling you that they deserve capital punishment, it's because it's just bad as fuck. Right? It's something that's just, it's people that in life have only grown accustomed to the malice and the evil, and it's something that's been spread, like their hate has been known in the entire community. Everyone has been affected by people like that. And when you got people that side with people like that, or they pick sides and they want to be together, not want to be together, but they're just supporting people like that behind your back or in front of you, or you have caught them in the actions that are literally lethal action. We're talking about armed robbery here in front of everyone. We're talking about brandishing firearms for petty theft. We're talking about brandishing firearms for grand larceny. We're talking about armed home invasions. We're talking about stalking for armed home invasions. We're talking about the worst people out there in the street. And these people, like I've said in before in previous videos, are also connected to federal authorities. These people are the snitches. These people are the informants of the feds. Like you see 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine had to tell because he wanted a lesser sentence, but 6ix9ine wasn't no DEA informant. We're talking about people that are DEA informants and have the balls to be attempted murder in the street. Not only are they federal snitches and out there looking to prosecute people like Daniel Hernandez, recognizing that Daniel is as soft as they come. If he's hanging out with me and I'm with him every day and I'm telling you that he's clean and there was no negative activity going on in the beginning, I could probably tell you that he smoked marijuana and he stopped smoking marijuana. He technically, after he stopped smoking marijuana, he used to ask junkies for a hit of their cocaine. You're talking about someone that had no money. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what 6ix9ine did when he was growing up. That's maybe 1 or 2 years. That was 1 or 2 years. Maybe even 4 years before he got arrested. 4 years after I had left and did almost a whole year, or a little over a whole year. And that's who the real 6ix9ine was. The real 6ix9ine wasn't no fucking drug kingpin. 6ix9ine wasn't none of that. 6ix9ine stopped smoking when I didn't smoke, and I never smoked. That's the thing. He started hanging out with me, and he stopped smoking. So didn't smoke blunts. Other artists around him would smoke cannabis, and he didn't smoke, so I didn't smoke. So fucking gonna smoke. You know, I'm not the type of guy that would smoke. But what he did do at night when he used to get drunk and do shit with his buddies or whatever was not smoke, but ask someone if they got a hit. You know, a little bump of the powder. So take a little bump, one single tiny, even fucking pinky size. And you're talking, you know, me, I know about that shit. My entire life I've been around that shit. A tiny little piece of fucking junk, tiny little powder, especially that powder in the city, that should do nothing to you. So he was hooked on phonics, on chalk, literally chalk, pressed up pills, crushed up pills, or something like that. Just, it wasn't something that was major. And me as a street guy, I know people who are major. I've been around people who are major, and I know people who are major on both extremes. The side of the good, you know, the side of God, and the side of the devil. And unfortunately, in my life, I've recognized who the fuck's on whose side, and how dangerous certain people can get, based on the envy they got for you because you're hanging out with someone with diamonds, or you're hanging out with 50 Cent, or they just put the chain on your neck when you're not looking. Like that, you're standing there like this. 50 could come up behind me like that, take off his chain and put it right here. Well, when I'm not looking, just trolling them and shit, trolling people. Like that, I'm not fucking kidding about this shit. Like, you're sitting there just hanging out with the group, you know, late night, Union Square or whatever, and the people that envy you are right there, and they want to take off your head, and they want to rob the celebrities, and they just want to get paid and run out. Just listen to this shit, not to make a better life for themselves, because that's the worst shit about people. That these people aren't out there looking to catch a body to improve their life, to get out of harm's way. The second, you know, a smart individual would commit a massive 90 grand crime, a massive 90 grand, $90,000 heist with a gun, and never show face ever again in your entire life. Disappear so that they never see you. But unfortunately, the people that I've met in my life do the complete opposite. Know that you know, and are out there in front of your fucking house, threatening your family across the country. Hey, we're gonna kill him, this and that, you know, yelling shit through the window to my parents. While I got people like 50 Cent, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I got people like 50 Cent hanging out at night, just joking around and doing shit, and 50 would just come behind you like this and put his shit on your chest, and you're like, oh, for me, puppy? Oh, thank you. Put it back on his neck, just to get people angry as hell, envious as fuck. Just to get people riled up, mad as hell. Because they hungry, they stupid as fuck. But they hungry, they'll never beat me, you know? They'll never beat me, ever. Get my shit put on, just like, oh shit, for me, this is massive. How much is this? Fucking 30 grand, 40 grand, you know? Like, that's fucking massive. Like that. That's how 50 Cent is. 50 cool as shit. 50 cent a free French fry at McDonald's. And can I get more fries? And sit down and chill with you all night long, talking shit, asking for more free French fries, and then walk home, or get on the train and go somewhere else. That's, I know these people, and thanks to them, being around them a lot has allowed me to spend, to put my time in to make music over 9 years now. And I started sort of chopping screws, slowing down music, and now I'm actually making the fucking shit. I'm at tuning fucking 808 drums right now. I'm tuning kick drums. I'm tuning instruments to match melodies when making trap. I'm doing the work. I'm sitting here grinding. The hours, the clock is ticking, and each day that you put 4 or 5 hours into something, you're bound to get better at it. People that are here are precisely people that want to rob 90 grand and then threaten to kill you. Cookie cut. Like I said, some people in life, from that envy, from that bullshit, that psychology, capital punishment, off with her head. Like that. Off with their head. Just for the sake of me, for the sake of society, for the sake of all the people that they hurt. Why? Because they're just looking to steal shine. They're just looking to be bowed about it when they're never bowed about it. And then you see people that never did that shit do that shit. Like I said before, people that you would never think would brandish a firearm to someone, pack heat in places where firearms are extremely regulated, then lie their ass somewhere else. Oh, yeah, we got guns and we got license for those guns. You didn't get no license for no gun, you fucking chimp. You didn't get no license for no fucking gun. That gun, you lost that gun in a scuffle. They kicked that shit out of your hands and you were arrested that same exact moment. But these cocksuckers be making up these stories, getting your family involved, bribing your family, remodeling the house of your family members, purchasing them shits, trying to buy cars off them at higher price, using literally the money that they got from real robberies or large robberies to win over your family, so that they paid more attention to them than to you. And that's my life story right there. Just people, random strangers from the street, looking to buy my parents to seem more successful. At the minute I'm about to shine, or I'm already shining like a motherfucking star. I'm already shining like a motherfucking star. The person who envies me the most or wants to take my place out there, either on extreme sports, on music, on whatever, are out there actively looking to purchase my family, looking to purchase the mind of my family. And I wouldn't doubt that my family in here right now is scheming, looking to get paid from either the doctorate, my future music career, or whatever the fuck I make out there. They're scheming already how to take it from me. In their head, that's all they think. Criminals like that, that's all they think. When are they going to eat? When are they going to get that bread? Scheming. Very collaborative, very together, very conspirator-like, very like a conspiracy against me, very conspiracy looking to figure out how they're going to get paid. And like I said, I don't work here because people take advantage here of the places that I work. They literally take advantage of the places that I work here. They see me there and they treat it like if it was my property, and they have no respect for my property, so they have no respect for the place I work. And it's in the consciousness of the individual. These are things that one remembers. Their chimp, almost amoeba brain doesn't have memory. When someone like me, who is an open book, goes to them, tells them straight to their face, yo, you fucked up, my guy. You're lucky I don't chop you up with a machete. You're lucky I don't defend myself from you. based on what you have already done behind my back. You know, and that's real talk. Because I'm nice and calm. All I know how to do as the crown, as the king, as the top brain, as the massive cerebellum, as the thinker, rational thinker, doctorate, mad music, mad sports shit, extremely wealthy friends, or people that, extremely being spotted with the richest in the world and shit. Just like me, like this. I look like a regular person in the room and shit. I got a really good track record. The people that know me might not consider shit. They don't care. They might not validate what I've already accomplished in my life because they can't see gold. They can't see time. They can't even remember when they were bad. Like I said, some of them are bad as hell. Some of them need life imprisonment today. If I had a key to the kingdom, I would hold people without trial indefinitely for the rest of their life in jail based on their actions. And I've been around felons. I've been around people in the cartel industry, drug cartels. I've been with the worst of people. The worst. From all types of life. And if I'm telling you that I want them locked without trial, they never come out ever again in their life, you fucking lock away the key, turn around and forget about the person, it's because they're fucking horrible. They're a threat to you, to me, to anyone in society. Everyone knows that some of the people that are a little bit more, like I said, the federal informants, tons of pain and suffering in the street for other families, not just you. And families defend that shit. Some families in the wrong side of the spectrum defend that shit, support that shit. That person gives something to their family. That person is successful. That person likes to bribe me, give me money, or fuck me in my asshole, or do sexual favors and give me oral sex and all that type of shit. But the danger, most people don't see themselves when they're the most dangerous. And me, all I've dealt is with people that have just turned on me so bad. In a flip of a switch, they have just lost their morals, lost their values, lost their self-worth. Just go straight to the bottom of the barrel into a prostitute and shit. Or go straight direct into trafficking. Do not pass go, do not fucking cross, go or take $200, go straight to jail and don't come out. Really bad people. People around celebrities for fame and fortune, wanting your place, think that they know better, that they know someone that is better. Just either sarcasm or when you're trying to put down a person that you may think it's kind of slow. Because that's technically the story of my life. Most of the people that I know that have this slanderous attitude towards me, it's like, oh yeah, he has Down syndrome, he's crazy. He might have smoked too much cannabis when he was young, this and that. They have no respect. You understand what I'm saying? They have no respect. They don't understand they don't understand the concept of respect. They don't understand the concept of self-worth. They don't understand the concept of not touching what's not theirs. Or when the opportunity comes, say, fuck no, I'm not going to rob this fucking celebrity at gunpoint. I'm not going to follow Enrique so that we could bust the door open and steal shit from inside the house. I'm not going to follow Enrique and his Taylor Swift into where she lives or where the fuck is, or why is he bringing free food? Why is he bringing $300 worth of food to this apartment and shit to eat and do, following you around because they want to see how you are doing it, how you are being successful, who are you successful with, and if they could take advantage of the person. And it sucks because when people don't have ethics, they don't have critical thinking, they don't see the time, they don't see the period of success, they don't see the fucking 12 years I gave a particular sport my time. They don't see the 5-6 years that I gave, maybe even a little more. I would say 8 years I skateboarded in my life. And the 5, they don't see the 8 years I skateboarded. They don't see the 9 years I spent in college. In their brain, that shit doesn't resonate. It doesn't make meaning what they have done to occupy their time and the insane amount of time that I have taken to do certain things. So when they tell me to just lower the volume because I told you so, recognizing that I'm not going to just crank up the volume more, I'm going to do as told, and I'm going to stop. They don't see the value of what I'm doing. They don't see it. They don't care. They're just people that are just selfish, that will continue robbing me if I let them, that will continue, that other people will continue utilizing them to let them know where I am so they could go out there and rob more celebrities. 90,000 at gunpoint over less than a month period. People that come back with guns and ask for more and more and more and more money. You understand what I'm saying? Robbing people in the street, waiting for you to go to break into someone's house, following me around state to state. Those are the types of attitudes that exist in this house. Or the people that are supporting outside the family that they know about, and they are allowed to, even after being warned, because I told them, yo, so-and-so is bad, so-and-so has done this and that, this and that, this and that, and it goes to the one ear and it goes to the other. It's like telling my dad, yo, the next door neighbor is attempted murder and a robbery. That person might forget in a second that that person did that, because that person might have tried to give my father money and remodeled his house, or tried to buy his car and give him more money for buying his piece of shit car. Understand what I'm saying? The shit criminals do. Easy come, easy go money. Rob, make me look bad, or create me and the people that I'm with. Create a bad experience between me and the people that I'm with so they could live it up for a couple days. And in the brain of the person, all they want to do is, we got to delete Enrique's brain. We got to lobotomize him. He has to forget that he's a doctor. He has to do this and that. We have to do this to him. We have to drug him. We have to stop him from eating. We have to stop him from pooping. We have to stop him from just being him. We have to fuck with his organism until his actual body's defenses shut down so we could pounce in and do the same thing we've always done, which is take advantage of him. That's the type of people that are here. Predators. People that look disgusting that you can't even keep eye contact with. Can't keep eye contact. They're deteriorated. Their teeth are getting black from so much meth consumption, or smoking cigarettes and marijuana consumption. People that in their skull have slowly lost it and see you as as free lunch. See you as the fool, not recognizing that that person's the devil. See you as the fool for free lunch, not recognizing that I'm the fucking devil, that I've been through hell and back, and that I still got my sanity, and that I'm real, and that I am truthful, unlike them, which will burn in hell for the rest of eternity for what they've done. And I'm leading the path. And I'm not that fucking immoral. I'm not evil. I don't fight. I don't assault. I don't use drugs. I'm not a bad person. I'm not out there with a gun. I'm not out there thieving, planning, scheming. I'm not out there looking to get rich off of someone else. I'm not looking to take advantage of someone's life to get rich. I'm not looking to stop the person from being rich, which is not you. It's basically their defense and their lunacy me not realizing that I'm the actual fucking devil, is that not you. You can't be famous. Not you. Not you. We could be famous, or she should be famous. Why? Because she might give her anus up or her vagina for sale, or might traffic drugs. There's something in it. There's something in it for that person to select or say someone else out of mouth, because they could probably benefit off that person monetarily, but not me. You can tell that anything that I've been successful in has been solely for me. I did it for me, just for me. And I think I still look cute for Lady Gaga. I think I can look cute for Lady Gaga. I think so. And I'm not gonna chase her. She's gonna come to me. Watch this shit. Lady gonna come to me and approach me and get real close. Real close. If she sees me that I'm on the street, so if I can be the most obvious thing on the planet, and just try to just either stand here so that you see her, or sit right next to you or something, at shoulder distance. I go, shit, oh goodness, it's you again. I just sit there, her massive beak-like nose right there, just like, whoa, what are you doing here? That's how life is for me. That's how special my life has been. So yeah, I don't know what else to do. Right now I'm cooking a bunch of pork. Hopefully it is. Hopefully the pork that I finally got to put in the oven isn't seasoned, because seasoning is bad. I only took the pork, I put salt in it, and hopefully it's old pork from the freezer and it's not new pork, because I seen new pork that they put in the freezer recently, and I think they seasoned it, or they utilized something that you can tell the residue there that there's something in the bag. And I don't want to be eating whatever the fuck they season that shit with. They could literally be seasoning that shit with feces or with piss, or maybe fake salt. There's fake salt here, a bunch of shit that my body would not like. So I'm in the process of having a little pork chop dinner by itself, nothing else. It sucks. It sucks to lose music based on people telling you that they don't like the sounds that are coming from that room. And like, if they were loud, it would be different. Shit, if they were loud, if the music that's coming out of my room were to be either bad as fuck or loud as shit, then I would understand. They don't understand the concept of time. Time is all they got. Time is all they got. They're not focused on time, because they're not focused on being better people. I focused on time based on their changes to my life. Understand what I'm saying? I had to change paths and dreams and accomplishments into decisions based on people that said in their brain, not you. We don't want you to succeed in this particular way. And we're going to be barriers in the ways that you could succeed on your own terms. There's going to be literal barriers to what you could succeed. Barriers. And we are going to deny and we are going to deny your support. They're not going to be parents or people who will say, oh, we supported my son and whatever the heck he wanted to accomplish. They aren't people here. The people that are here aren't here supporting that I'm going to be a doctor and that I have a bachelor and a master's. They don't care about that shit. They only care about their goddamn selves. Or they care about helping those that they see monetary benefit. And those people could be people that in my opinion, deserve capital punishment. That if I had the rules of the kingdom, would grab them by the fucking collar, put them in a jail cell, lock that shit, no trial, and forget about them for the rest of their life. Because the actions that they have done on the street are way too dangerous for regular people to understand. And the feds don't do shit. Consider me like FBI Special Agent Roman Bonilla, key informant. The people that are this bad around this family deserve life in jail. And the feds, when they do shit, go like this. Did you hear that?
I'm reminding you. Food.
Food. So I'm guessing my pork chops are done. So I'm gonna eat. Hopefully they're made. I gave them 55 minutes in the broil.
Food.
Let's see how well they defrosted and boiled. Maybe I'll start streaming, or maybe I think I want to draw tonight, so I might draw tonight, listening to that funk shit. So I'll be right back. I gotta eat, finish my pork chops. Maybe it's like 2 or 3 frozen pork chops. But it wasn't that many. And I'll go back and draw some shit. I want to draw graffiti. Graffiti. That's street shit. I love that shit. That's where you make real friends. Graffiti's in your life, outside gang shit. That's where you make your real friends. Those friends die with you in your heart. They'll come back. You come to them to their life, they're open arms like this to hug you. That's graffiti right there. That's graffiti love. You're like, you're the person, big motherfucker, singing, gotcha. You know, brotherly shit. Something that your family doesn't understand. Your family could maybe have a little love for you in that type of manner, but getting a stranger to want to hug you when they see you, it's real hard work. And you only achieve that type of respect by becoming a devil, by painting, by actually going out there and by actually fucking doing it. That's the only way. So I'm gonna go eat my pork chops, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna start the stream and paint once I'm done eating the pork chops.